This is your
Mark
host,
Anthony Ellis.
Welcome back to Easy Make Me Go Through with my albino skin. Regarding my father-in-law, when after the passing of his wife, during the funeral procession, he gave me $500 and said, I did not know things were so expensive in Jamaica. So when I return to Canada, I will refund you back $17,000 that I spent in helping making preparation for his wife funeral. That money is yet to materialize, despite the fact that he has a West Indian supermarket. So he did not return my money to Jamaica. Now, once he tried to, when he actually preparing to leave Jamaica, he asked his daughter, my wife, to leave the young baby down there and return with him to Canada. His daughter did not accept his advances, and of course he was carry on some kind of way, you know. But eventually he returned home by himself. So I had was to cancel all my plans to go to Florida, because that's where I wanted was to go for like 8 months. Unfortunately, I should say fortunately, I get married and everything changed. Now with my new family, I had was to start make preparation to come to Canada instead. My wife did return back to Canada on 2 or 3 occasions. Each time while she was here, she was going through difficulty here. So each time I had was to purchase ticket for her to return back to Jamaica on about 3 occasions. Eventually, in August of 1986, I arrived here in Canada. A very strange place indeed. However, I try my best to adjust to situation, to life, and to a family that I never had, which is a wife and a son. So in August, I came here Saturday and Sunday. A friend of mine said, let's go down to do demolition. And I didn't even know what demolition was, because I'm from a different work environment. You know, I work as a field service technician while I was in Jamaica. From hotel to hotel, I go to so many people's houses, and that's how I survive. And that's my skill as a gas technician. So while we were driving, I saw this college says George Brown College, and I asked my friend, stop, you know. And then he stopped, and then I said, I have to go to this college. So I went across the street and I picked up a course manual. They got them in a metal box in front of the college, and then I saw that the course that I like, which was at the time they call it gas fitter 1, gas fitter 2. And I'm saying to myself, what the heck is gas fitter? There's no such thing as gas fitter. Eventually though, I did register, and then I started college September of the said year. So see, back home I do a lot of repairs and equipment. I didn't know the principle behind anything. I didn't even know one gas was more heavier than the other, and I give all the credit and to George Brown College for my success in I was able to go through the courses, and I did my gas fitter 2. That's where you started from. And then once I entered the other module, which is industrial gas fitter 1, then I, there was talking in college, and I said to my instructor, can you define gas fitter for me? There's no such thing as gas fitter. You realize that when we work on equipment, it's all electronics thereafter. Anyway, they were able to change the fitter 1 to technician 1. So back to my family. So my wife and she didn't have a job, but I landed a job at 377 Munster Avenue in Etobicoke to work on gas appliances. I was traveling around Toronto with another serviceman from the company that I got the job from to do service work. So God helped me, and I was able to take care of my family, help pay bills and all that, looking after my son, my young son. And I coerced my wife in getting a job with Toronto Dominion Bank. At the time, she tried so many places and was not successful. Eventually, she got the job at the bank. During the same time, 1987, at the end of 1987, she got pregnant. And then 1988, September, she gave birth to a very beautiful, my first daughter. And, I do give God thanks for my accomplishment. And I was on a roller coaster to build an estate for my children, for my family. And I guess life wasn't supposed to be the way it is. I bought a car. I taught my wife to drive. After she got her license, I traded in my car and I get a van. And then one day I said to her, you need to go and visit your father so he knows that you're succeeding in life. So she did take me up on that offer. She went to visit her father. And the first day when she returned back home, she said, Dad is not happy. Actually, she did not say that yet. She said, Dad asked me to sell him the van. And I asked her, I said, my van? Why can't he not go to the parking lot and buy one himself? There are thousands of them here. Anyway, following week again, it was on a Saturday, she returned back to her father's store because they were talking, and I guess he asked her if he could help. And then she went back, and when she returned home in the evening again, then this time she says, Dad is not happy that we are married. And Dad said, I must do whatever is necessary to get rid of you. Are you going to stay in the house and fill the house up with children? So, my response to her was, I laughed and I said, so, what are you going to do? She said, well, I only have a father once. I can always find a husband. And then again I laugh and I said, let me tell you something. Where I'm from, I heard there's a saying. He says, there was a man, his name is Mr. Dogood. Mr. Dogood said, if you do bad, you do yourself. And if you do good, you do yourself. So, I need you to know that your children, they are very young children. They need a mother. They need a father. Okay? So, be careful what you're doing. As life continue, as my journey continue, you will be more informed as to the plague and the evil that take place in my life. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for understanding, because there's a lot of people out there who draw their own conclusion against me as if I am an abusive father or husband. But people do things for their own agenda. They create bad vibes in the family, and in the end the husband is the one who suffer just because of my albinism. Thank you.